Con Bonnois, good evening, passengers. It is I, Logan the Mad Titan, and welcome back to the underrated, the understated UnderRail. We are here in Core City. We had just arrived here at the end of the previous episode and did a little bit of exploring. We didn't quite find what we were hoping to find. We were hoping to find a new weapon. We've been using this spear for a while, and it's fine. It's doing the job, and most of my attacks are mental attacks anyway. But I wouldn't mind a better pokey stick. If you're new to the channel, Yokoso Hijimimashite, welcome, nice to meet you. And if you are regular to this series, like one of my Patreons, Berlin the Cat. Thank you. Thank you. Just so much. And if you are new to the channel and you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Please join us on the Discord, and please consider supporting me on Patreon. You can support me for as low as $1 a month. $1 a month. So that's $12 for the entire year. If you continue to do it for an entire year, I don't think it's that unreasonable, especially if you're a regular watcher. I'm nicely asking that you consider it. Berlin did not sign up for the lowest tier because they are amazing. Carousel Animation did not sign up for the lowest tier because they are amazing. But even if you do choose to sign up for the lowest tier, you would still be amazing, and I appreciate you. If you are regular, like Berlin, like Kravdra, who is still here, like Teresa, who watches everything that I do, and I appreciate Teresa because she gives me them watch hours, which one day will be super important. One day. We're at 585 for subscribers. I haven't talked about that for a long time. But third time now, if you are regular, Okai Rinasai, welcome back. Welcome home. Thank you so much for spending time with me. All of a sudden I stuttered there. Thank you so much for spending time with me. And I do mean that honestly and truly. Alright, so did we talk to Derica? I can't remember. I know we talked to in here, and there was another store over there. And then as I do a lot, I accidentally tapped the mouse. And this mouse is very sensitive. So it shot all the way up here. So I see, oh, we found the arena. We found the bar. And again, this looks like a medical facility. So first things first, to bay your thirst, we're gonna jump into. Just gonna look around, see if I missed anything. All right, so like this guy has a name, so we might be able to talk to him. Definitely do not want to piss off the Praetorian people because they got snipers and bombers and lions and tigers and bears on my. Okay, he's a shop. He is a shop. Alphabet. Every time alphabet. Oh my freaking god. I said it twice before I realized alphabet. His name is Alphabet. That is absolutely wonderful. Before you stands a man dressed as a junkyard, a large rucksack out of which metal pipes, fishing rods, and gun barrels stick out. Patched pockets full of forks, screwdrivers, and used flares, stained rat hound skin bags dangling from his belt, pulling on it as if it were full of lead-filled bowling balls. All these things combined must weigh twice as much as him. You feel as it forces you to simply stand in awe of the durability of this man's legs and back. Then he speaks through his mask. I love the descriptions. The descriptions, it feels like I'm reading a book, and this is going to be sort of like a weird admission. Just recently I've been getting into Orson Scott Card's books. Now, I'd read Ender's Game years ago and really enjoyed it. Then I, kind of found out that Card is kind of a, piece of garbage. And then you always have that sort of issue where you're trying to separate the art from the artist, and sometimes it's hard. So I had picked up like a paperback book of his short stories for like 50 cents at the library, because the library sells books, and I like to buy books, especially when they're cheap. Anyway, Card's strength, in my opinion, is at creating characters that you immediately find interesting, intriguing, and yet somehow still identify with, even though they're so drastically different from the way that you are. So you just kind of get like sucked in, and you're into these characters. My rambling point that I'm making is like this was a fun description of somebody. I mean, it could have just said his name was Alphabet and then went right into him talking to me, where, yeah, like I said, the description is something that a lot of games don't do, and it almost reminds me of a Mud, which I haven't played in a million years, but a Mud was a text-based RPG. I had played one for quite a while, years and years and years ago, where you just read, and then you had to like type in what you wanted the character to do, so you kind of had to know the commands. But once you knew that, there was a whole story, like a choose your own adventure type thing that you had to work your way through in the Mud. I don't remember what Mud stood for, but anyway, I'm still rambling. Excuse me, sir, but how would you like to buy these wonderful animal organs or leather, or these chrome-plated quad handles? A well-known scavenger that goes by the name. All right, so that's not his real name. He says, anytime somebody says they go by the name, I go by the name of Loki the Mad Titan. It's been almost 30 years. Holy Jesus. 30 years on the interwebs. Welcome to Internet. I've been on the internet so long that they used to just call it internet, not the internet. I have so many unique and exciting trinkets to sell and only need a buyer. Alright. So we jump right into the sales of why do you even carry all that junk with you? Can you tell me about Core City? Can you tell me about the arena? So some of these questions are pretty generic, but you get them from different people's point of views. I am interested in his point of view on the faceless attack. Thanks for reminding me. There's looting potential there. Yeah. I'm just gonna wait for them to kill each other. He grins. Then the looting can begin. Am I Alphabet? I think me and Alphabet might be related to one another, because Alphabet, I have a hoarding problem, especially in this game. Okay. What do you think of Core City? Yeah, like, if the traders were a bit saner, then I say it isn't a bad place to sell loot. Yeah. But as it currently stands, I mean, come on, really. I've got all this fine loot, and these derailed people won't buy all of it. I can't buy all 17 assault rifles. I'll take 2. What kind of merchant are you? What is wrong with UnderRail? Okay, so I'm very anxious. He better have 17 assault rifles now that he said that. He's not going to, I know. Why do you even carry all that junk with you? It's not junk if I can sell it. Don't be such a zoner. I loot everything I can, and then I go to a station, sell all of it, and earn some coin. Then go back and pick things I couldn't carry with me. Then back to selling, yeah. But the stupid merchants won't buy my junk. I mean, loot. You really think you'll earn much by selling animal organs and scrap metal? I mean, hey, this is Alphabet is me. This is how I've made my money in this game, is by collecting everything and then bringing it and selling it. Why don't you just drop unnecessary things and just carry what's most valuable? No, I want to bang on the table, but I'm afraid I'm going to knock the mic off. Here, there we go. I banged on the table. No, we have to get everything. Well, I too oh, yes. Yes, I'm so glad that's an option. I thought that absolutely everyone was derailed in this world, but you proved me wrong. I guess there's one person other than me that agrees with me. Yeah. Now, how would you like to buy some stuff? I would. I don't and cannot afford 17 assault rifles, though. But let's see what you got. It actually lagged there opening up. He does not have that much. In fact, he has no weapons at all. Am I hallucinating? He has no weapons at all. He has one grenade. I don't really need more grenades right now. He has a fusion cell and, I don't know, some poison bullets. I don't use guns. Some foods, core chips, cave hopper meat, root soda, non-alcoholic sweet tasting beverage. So it's like root beer. Nice. We got some skins and stuff. Some cages. He actually has a captured hopper, a lighter, which I've never used. Still, okay. So he literally, unfortunately, has nothing I want, and I can't sell to him. So, as entertaining as he was, he is completely useless to me. Alright, let's get in here and talk to Derica. Derica, oh Derica. A middle-aged woman smiles at you as soon as you enter the store. Her voice is bright and expressive, with constant but never too distracting changes in pitch and rhythm. Not surprisingly, her gesticulation matches the playfulness of her voice, sometimes even surpassing it, which often makes you wonder if she's going to slam her arm against the desk or knock something over. However, nothing of the sort happens in your presence. So she's a little off kilter? I mean, that's kind of what I got from there. Ah, a customer, come in. I'm Derica, the owner of this little store. It might be little, but the selection of available items is huge, so take your pick. Alright, so the other guy said he was going to have 17 assault rifles. I mean, I know he was making a joke, but still, he didn't even have one. Not that I want an assault rifle. This episode is not sponsored by Mountain Dew Thrashed Apple. This was an exclusive to somewhere down south of the United States. I have to remember I have a lot of people that watch from other countries, because I had to order this from Texas. Yeah, I ordered soda because I'm crazy. This was like a couple of years ago. This is old. Like, a lot of the soda I drink is old. Because soda doesn't really expire. It's soda. A lot of things don't really expire, but people like to go by the best by dates and things like that, and they're like, no, it's expired. It's not. They don't call them expiration dates. Like, milk expires. you know when milk is bad. Eggs expire. Like, you'll definitely know if an egg's bad. But it's like soda? No, it doesn't. Things in cans can last decades. Now, trust me, I've kept soda long enough, and I know what happens occasionally. The acidicness of the soda will eat through the can, and then the contents will leak out. At which that point, then I would say the soda was bad and would not drink it. The can is in pristine condition, no damage, no punctures, anything like that. It's fine. I'm rambling yet again. I am feeling better. I think that's why. For the most part, when I have my coughing fits, I had pneumonia for the second time this year. When I have my coughing fits, taking the albuterol does seem to be helping, which is weird because I used to take it in the past and it never seemed like it did. So, sorry if I'm extra chatty. Alright, so let's see. I'm looking for Terry and Laura. Yes, we need to ask this. This is important. Husband and wife. Yes, I remember them being here recently. Well, relatively recently. Just before the big earthquake. Yeah, that's when it was. They often visit my little store to pick up some items for your station. I like them. They are nice people. I'm pretending that she sounds a little bit like Cricket for some reason from Fallout 4. I don't know. Trying to put a voice in my head to her. Can you tell me something about Alphabet? That plonker? Unfortunately, I can. He comes in here often and tries selling me all sorts of awful junk. Animal guts, rocks, bullet casings, screws, broken benches, junk. To me, that's junk. What am I supposed to do with that? Welcome, sir, ma'am. I have a great selection of half-rotten animal hearts. Look, this one looks like it got stomped on. Real hardcore. And this beautiful rock-shaped rock that looks just like any other rock you can find in any random cave you visit and pick it up at any time. And I forgot what I was going to say. She laughs, but you get the point. Yes. That was... Now I kind of want to go back to the gun guy and see if he has anything to do say about Alphabet, because that was entertaining. Alright, Faceless? Tell me about the Faceless. No idea, but whatever the reason, those buggers should zone out of Core City. They came, they saw, they set up a blockade. If it wasn't for them plonkers, we'd have so much more tourists coming in. And then there's a whole different menu for asking questions about the city. Sure, I guess. Holy Jesus. Maybe we'll come back and do all of these. That's a lot of questions. I really want to see what she has. She has a good amount of monies. She will take some things. She has some weapons. Nothing melee. No, but that's not entirely true. She has one melee weapon. 12 to 20. 16 to 30. I mean, mine's still significantly better. Adaptive goggles. Didn't I see a shield somewhere? Yeah, we saw shields somewhere. The weapon guy had shields, but I guess I'm just gonna have to buy one and try it out. Thrashed apple tastes like green apple Jolly Ranchers, if you're wondering. If you like that. If you ever wondered what that would taste like in soda form, it's okay. I don't think I would drink it all the time, but I had never had it, and I believe it's discontinued now. They don't make it anymore. So I'll probably save a can or two when I get down to the nitty-gritty. Like, I still have a can of Distortion from 2011. Now you might say, Loki, don't drink. I will 100% on a special day, maybe on a special birthday, maybe a birthday with a big number. That's coming up in a couple years. Maybe I'll drink it on that day. Okay, so we've had this for a while too. Stealth increased by 20. I'd love to get something that's stealthier, but a lot of things that people sell is decreased. See what I'm saying? Cannot wield two-handed weapons. And then these things are not... Is there like a sneaky guy store? Because I need that. I need there to be a sneaky guy store. Don't need ammo. Always looking to buy bullets or shells and luxury items. What is a luxury item? She wants my fish. Oh, because that's food stuff. Okay, so I can get rid of... Is this one? Yeah, it was a mini head. Those are ones I could sell both of those. Like we're talking about selling. Came here to buy. not specifically to sell. I came here to buy. What is this? Focus stim. Boosts concentration. So that would fall into the medicine category. I've been holding on to this poison. I don't think... Have I ever been poisoned? I've not ever been poisoned to the point where I've needed to use that. And bandages, how many? Just 2. Bandages are worth 75. This is worth 350. I'm never gonna remember to use this. I know. It's probably amazing, and I'm just dumping it because I'm not gonna remember to use it. Does she actually have anything that I want? We did get kind of wrecked. We did get kind of wrecked in that area that we were in. So yeah, let's... Yeah, sometimes this works perfect, and other times Berlin or Craft Draw. If you know like what I'm doing, it's because it's just shift. I hit shift or I hold shift, and then I tap it, and see now that took like 3 clicks. So why sometimes it works once and other times it takes like 7 clicks. It's confusing to me. So I clearly don't have any luxury items. And apparently I don't have any other food. What does she got here? Leather armor. Shock shurikens. That sounds pretty cool. Throwing knives. 2 leather armors. Alright, how about here? Hacking, whacking, and smacking. Yeah, everybody keeps talking about blowing things up. Ooh, a lockpick 3. That goes all the way up to 86. Alright, I'm not going to buy it, but let's see if I can remember that there's actually a 3rd level of lockpick now. Omni tool. Since the Omni tools don't need to be replaced, is there like somebody, like an Omni tool thief? Like once you have an Omni tool, why would you need to get other Omni tools? I don't think I need anything from her either. And instead of getting money from her, I lost 33 coins, but I need them health stimmies. Alright. Just gonna double check and see if he has anything about. He does. Alphabet, yes. Tell me what you think about him. Oscar's face rearranged itself into a less mean expression. Please don't ask me again. Oh, well that wasn't fun. All right, but there was the other shop guy over here. So maybe he'll have something new and interesting to say. Yeah, and wait, was it in here? Yeah. Halim. It's a nice bracelet there. Where'd you get it? We already asked him about that. Alphabet. Yes, that man disturbs peace of this store when he comes in. He offers inadequate items for sale, which I politely decline. He storms off, angry every time, but returns eventually with something new to sell. A seemingly endless loop. Alright, nothing else. He barely has any money. He does have some weapons, but nothing. Oh, he was done with the shields. And again, talk about and again, verbal tics. And again is my current vocal tic. That's what I call it. That's probably not the right word for it, but it's when you repeatedly. It's almost like a crutch word, like saying or like. And I try really hard not to do that. No. Okay, I was hoping he might have. But somehow, I've gotten really bad with end again. Now that I said it, I hope that it doesn't start to drive you all crazy, because now you're going to hear it how often I say it. But I do, and then I'm trying to stop doing it. And again, haha, that one I did on purpose. But yeah, I've not been particularly good at stopping. Heidi, hey, what's up, girl? Ooh, she's cute. As you move closer to the woman who appears to be in her late 30s or early 40s, sounds good to me so far. Rub my hands together in anticipation. You notice she is holding a scalpel in front of her face, studying it with great concentration. When she turns it around and observes it from she turns it around and observes it from every angle, occasionally touching the blade with her thin fingers and smiling. That's if it's a real scalpel, I would not do that. I mean, even with a razor blade, you're pushing your luck doing that. But a real scalpel, the way that they're sharp is no joke. Like you don't touch a scalpel. You don't touch the blade of a scalpel. You wait quietly but get no acknowledgement. It appears that this object mesmerizes her so much that she is unaware of you even being there. That's a little freaky. Excuse me, are you a doctor? She snaps out of her focused state and turns to you. Her expression turns neutral. Then she smiles. Soon after she give you a response. Alright, so it's the second time I think I found it's a tiny little thing, but I'm surprised. I'm always surprised when a game's been out as long as this that, like, maybe they're just like, screw it, it's not a big deal. Soon after, she gives you a response carried by a rich, high-pitched voice. Why, yes, I am. I have a code. That makes me a doctor, doesn't it? Does it not? That's almost like a second joke about the when I found the doctor code, and it was like, sadly, it doesn't make you a doctor, or does it, or something like that. Cackles. All right, she's cackling now. That's... Is everybody a little cuckoo pants in this town, or what? What's going on here? My name is Dr. Gratz. Now allow me to diagnose your illness straight away. That's why you're here, right? Right? I think she wants to use the scalpel on me. Perforated eardrum? Yeah, I'm looking for a Terry and Laura Baker. You absolutely cute, insane girl. Woman? Don't know, don't know. Okay, so she's... Anyone named like that? I'm sorry, but I can't really help you. Nope, no. Okay, she's an odd bird for sure. Can't ask her about Alphabet. So, what about the Faceless? The Faceless are invading? Okay, she cackles. I'm fooling around. Alright, yeah, she is. I thought the other lady was. The Faceless, there is more to them than meets the eye. What exactly? I don't know. But do you see me worried about the invasion? No, nope. My intuition tells me that the blockade will be gone soon, allowing the arena to be the center of Core City bloodshed once more. Okay, she seems pretty excited about that, and then I guess she's going to have the long list. Alright, so since she talked about the arena, let's ask her about the arena since we're there. Oh, interested in the arena? I see. No wonder. So many visitors come to Core City only for the arena. The thirst for blood feeds our economy. It does. Gladiators fight men and beasts for entertainment. We throw money for more. For more. Well, I watch it for professional reasons. Of course you do. It's like guys read... Well, Playboy doesn't even exist in physical print form anymore, but the joke about, you know, reading the articles. Find new ways to injure each other to entertain the crowd, of course, and that rings true especially for Sonics. Sonics, oh yes, 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 they are capable of doing such horrible stuff to their less skilled and arguably less lucky adversaries. I studied their techniques and attempt to develop new ways to treat such injuries, develop and apply. She is very entertaining. Now, I know what you might be saying. What's the point of learning how to treat such injuries when the losers don't survive the matches at all? But remember, Sonics are not only present in the arena, lunatics, they are spreading like a plague. And dare I say, derailed minds. Excuse me. No, I don't want to do it. Trying to fight off a coughing fit, sorry. And dare I say, derailed minds can come up with unimaginable and awful ways to hurt their victims. Yes, she seems way too excited about this. That is why I have to be vigilant. This is the new age of medicine. New age. And she cackles again. So I'm picturing her sounding like a female Joker for some reason. Alright, I'm definitely going to want to come back and talk to her more about these other things. I think my son is pretending to cry. But let's see what she has to barter. For sure, she should have some stimmies. Yep. Is she going to want anything I have? She does. 4 medicines, 5 chemicals, 5 medical compounds. So 4 medicines. So does this count as... The bandages count as a medicine. Component. I said compound, didn't I? I don't know why I said that. Alright, we never use these. And then, if it's 5, have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So how many I need more of those two. God damn it. Alright, I'm trying to make money, not spend money, but instead I'm spending money. I don't. Can I have 8 of these, I guess? Oh, another word of warning. I do have, oh my god, 128. Alright, cheapskate, you can afford to lose 128. I do have my phone on because my mother was moved. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on here. My mother fell down and broke her pelvis last Monday. Was in the hospital all last week. I don't know how we're paying the hospital bill for that, but that's an entirely different story. Now she's in a rehab facility, and they called me earlier today, but I was indisposed and could not get to the phone in time, and then they didn't leave a message, which is super irritating because I've been trying to make sure. My mother's a unreliable narrator. She just, either doesn't want to give information or gives incorrect information. So we're doing this trade. I want to make sure that they're, getting the proper information from me so they know how best to treat her. But I can't do that if I don't answer the phone, and I can't do that if they don't leave a message. Jack Quicksilver. Okay, so we already talked to him. We kind of sort of know what he wants. Dirty rag. An old dirty rag. Look everyone. I'm gonna leave the dirty rag. Alphabet's all the way over here now. There's a ladder down over here. Do we want to talk to Jack? Jack wanted food, and I don't currently have any food. So, yeah, maybe don't talk to him because I don't have food. I don't want to upset him. All right, and there's stairs up, and then there's mean. Woo, Gene. All right, where's the ladder go? Curious. Okay, this area looks. Oh, Jesus Christ! How do I get jump scared in UnderRail? But I just managed to do it. There's a man named Rash. Yeah, why'd you name me Rash? I rarely have rashes. Okay, there's a man named Rash who apparently serves no purpose. Don't really understand what the point of that was. Alright, let me talk to Gene. Oh wait, there's... Ooh, no, screw Gene. We're talking to Harriet. Anybody else in here? Oh, and George is over here too. Or Gorge. Could be Gorge. I'm gonna guess George. It could also be Jorge. I'm sorry, sweetie. I got a lot of work to do. Oh. Sorry, I like brunettes better anyway. Alright, here we go. I love the green. You walk toward the buff barkeeper, but somewhere along the way, a mug flies before your eyes, and from left to right, and collides with some poor squeezer's head. The blow sends the fellow to the floor, face first, while everyone around him laughs at his misfortune, including the barkeeper. You finally approach him, and he yells at you, as that seems to be the only way to be heard in this place. Welcome to Hardcore City Bar, the place where the most hardcore meet to have a drink. I haven't seen you before. I'm Gene, the owner, and here is my beautiful wife, Harriet. Name your poison, mate. What if I want Harriet? I'm looking for Terry and Laura Baker. Absolutely, I know the two. They visited the bar numerous times. The problem is I can't exactly remember when the last time they were here. Around the time the big earthquake happened? He takes a moment to think. Yes, that's right. The earthquake stopped all the UnderRail express traffic and many were unable to leave the city. The bar was packed back then, Not that I'm complaining, mate. It was hardcore. Nevertheless, I remember seeing them at the bar during that time. He turns to Harriet. Right, love? What? Oh, the Bakers. Yes, yes. They were here at that time. There you go. Anything else you can tell me? Nope, that's pretty much all of it. Right. Thanks for the info. I've got more questions for you if I may ask them. Alright. Oh. I was joking about the whole wife thing, but apparently asking about his wife is an option. What can you tell me about your wife? Are you guys into thruples? Absolutely. She's gorgeous, wonderful, smart, and funny. The bar would feel so empty and lifeless without her. And that's enough, Gene. I can see you've practiced and you haven't complimented a girl's patootie in days. I love you. She smiles. She's making a poop face, though. Alright, that's cute. Dominating. Okay. Tell me about the faceless. If they do break into the city, I'll give them free drinks. He laughs. What Gene wanted to say is he'd start quaking before the faceless and try to bribe them with booze. Why, love? Why? Sweetie, I'm joking. Hardcore men know how to take a joke and cook and clean and tell their wives they love them from time to time and have the... She clears her throat. Need to talk to Gorski. Wait, what are these options now? Okay. But I guess I'm a little thrown off because it looks like I'm talking to her. But I think I'm still talking to him because it says what can you talk to. All right. Let's do the Black Sea. I know as much as everyone else. Pirates, serpents, mysterious stuff. Ooh. I figure if you really want to learn more about it, go talk to the ferrymen. Yeah, I know. They like coloring their stories with all kinds of hardcore superstitions, but there's a lot of truth to what they say. That's my advice to you, mate. Do I want to talk to Gorski right away? Aegis Incorporated, have you heard of them? Absolutely, mate. Ever since they showed up at the docks, everyone's been asking about them. They are one of the largest private security companies from North UnderRail and have been around for quite a few years. Actually, I was once considering hiring them to protect my wife while we were on trip in North UnderRail. I reckon when the northern wimps see one of our beautiful southern girls. Oh, you stop. Why am I thinking she has a southern accent now for some reason? He did just say southern. He smiles. Anyways, the Aegis guys mean hardcore business. They have a dominating record. So, it didn't mean you should actually stop, Gene. I just said it. Alright, these two are cute. Oh, yeah. Why do Northlanders need a security company when they have the UnderRail Protectorate? Well, they need someone to protect them when they come here. You know how dangerous this place is, and not just because of local gangs and such, but the free drones too. They like taking hostages and exchanging them for their own captured comrades. Protectorate can't babysit everyone, so the wealthy merchants and fat rats hire these security companies to escort them. Yeah, that was a text. I don't know from who. Doesn't matter, it's not the hospital. It's from my son's school. But they text me like 3 times a day every day, so it's not anything important. He's already home. He's already on winter break. Security companies to escort them. Sorry about that. Even though there's a lot more protectorate in the south, these folks still need private security. Now, what's currently going on is that they've been hired for some kind of expedition to the Black Sea, so they brought pretty much everything they got, mate. That's hardcore business. Alright. That was a lot. He gave me a lot of information. Let's see what you got to eat. What just happened? Somebody drank a mushroom thing? A cigar is a consumable. Cigars are disgusting. Alright. So he didn't have anything I want, and I don't have anything he wants. So I'm going to go ahead and call it and say we are done talking to him. Let's go talk to Jorge. Oh my god. You come up to a short, stocky man looking at the table in front of him. The table is littered with numerous glasses, out of which only one is full. As he picks it up, your eyes become drawn to the sizable coal black tattoo on his right arm. You stare at the ink. It depicts an intricate earth fissure that starts from the elbow and moves down to his hand, with tiny angular cracks radiating from it in all directions. Upon looking more carefully, however, you realize that the center of the tattoo is actually a large scar, effectively making the tattoo its embellishment. Your curious stare provokes an indifferent one from him, as well as a couple of words expressed in a mildly annoyed manner. You need something, bud? Alright, I like him already. Who are you? My name is Berlin, and I have some questions. You have an interesting tattoo there. Hi, my name is Berlin, and I had some questions. Questions. A man gets tired of those after a while, especially if they are being asked by random strangers. Well, I told you my name, so I'm not a complete stranger. He chuckles. No, you said a name. I don't know if it's really yours, bud. You could be anyone for all I know. Still, can I ask you a few questions? He inspects you for a few seconds too long. I'll bite. Ask your questions. Now, whether you'll get an answer, that's a whole different matter. He returns to his drink. Yeah, tell me about that tattoo scar. He takes a look at his scar, staring at it for a few moments, takes a sip of his drink. In the process, the scar is from an accident. The tattoo is from a tattoo shop. Illuminating. Thank you so much. Can you tell me a bit more about it? Nope. Alright. Why not? Why should I? Because I asked nicely? Because I really want to know? Because I asked nicely? Well, tough luck. Any more questions? Who are you anyway? Why do you ask? You seem somewhat familiar. He doesn't. I don't know why I'm saying that. He answers you without looking at you. From where? You ask a lot of questions. Do you know that? Well, bud, so do you. Now, what did you say about me being familiar? Forget it. I had other questions for you. Can you not call me bud? I mean, I'm kind of fine with it, honestly. He gives you an indifferent look. Alright, bud, not a problem. Better? Who are you anyway? We already did this. Alright. Gotta go. That was kind of pointless. He reminds me of the bartender in the junkyard. Alright, nothing in the bathroom. I just wanted to have a look-see around. Try not to sniffle into the microphone. Alright, so we're upstairs. And what? Well, hello! Berlin of SGS. I've been waiting for you. Alright, I won't do that anymore. Let me begin by saying, wheeze. I'm quite satisfied with your performance so far. I had informed my Wheeze associates of your competence, and Wheeze, we've reached a decision. Wheeze, to use your abilities again. Coughs. Are you still interested? Yes, I am. I need more time to think about it. I'm going to say yes. Good, I'm glad you said yes. You have displayed certain potential. Berlin of SGS, a potential that few possess. I've been informed you have already met Jack Quicksilver. Good. Him and I are part of a certain organization whose name will remain unrevealed for now. Okay, so you and the guy who's hungry are friends. Interesting. What I want you to Wheeze do now is to go and speak to Jack. He's waiting for you outside the bar. He has work for you. Once you completed everything, you will receive further instructions. May I ask you some questions first? You may not. All your questions will be answered in due time. Berlin of SGS. I'll go to talk to Jack then. Till next time, Abram. He nods. Alright. Ethan. Good to see you again. Okay, yeah, we met him in the cafeteria in SGS, which is Southgate Station, if you don't remember. What can you tell me about temporal manipulation? I'd like to learn some abilities. Anything interesting going on? Let's see what he has to say. The situation here is tense. Even if it appears to be calm, the thing is that people still spend most of their time enjoying brutal entertainment as though the faceless don't even exist, with tourists arriving in droves to join them. I suppose that's the charm of the city. Lots of interesting, irresistible distractions. It's one of the reasons why I come here. Have my share of fun before moving on, and the very thing keeping me here, even though I should perhaps make myself scarce. Alright, so he kind of talked about the faceless when I asked him that, so what's he going to say here? Many here are afraid of the faceless. Everyone knows the stories and accounts of their vile misdeeds, but the fact that Core City is still standing despite such overwhelming forces shows that these beings, whatever they truly are, have dug out of their habitat for a reason other than just to eradicate us. They seek something. They're here for the women! But I won't stay here for much longer, and maybe I shouldn't have come here in the first place, but I hadn't known all this was going to happen. He takes a sip of his fizzy water. Even if I am right and the faceless do not aim to raise the city, if the situation does not resolve within a certain period of time, the area might still become reduced to rubble, especially if the Protectorate decides to intervene. Where will you be going next? South, probably. Away from the north-south border, there is a secluded bar just north of Rail Crossing. Perhaps I'll go there. Okay. Good to see you again, Ethan. Oh, I can rob these shelves? That's wild. What did I update? Oh, the Abram stuff? Yeah. Alright, third floor. Oh. Yeah, was expecting there to be a dude standing right there. His name's Bob. Can I talk to Bob? Will Bob get mad that I opened his door? What if I come out of stealth? Alright, it might even be too late. Let me drop a save. I might have already screwed that up. Hold on. What are we on? 22? Alright. What's up, Bob? Nope, no, see? That's that's why I did the save. Alright, so Bob will want to fight me because I opened up his door, which not great. Alright, we're just gonna close this door. Alright, this one we need to lockpick. Somebody's in there. Can I still use this one? Yes. Probably just wasting lockpicks. I may reload again when this is done if I'm just wasting lockpicks. What if I turn on the light? I was turning on the light. Alright. What do we got here? Yeah, I think I'm just wasting lockpicks. I was hoping we could just sneak in here, but apparently that ain't happening. Alright, we still have 23 lockpicks. I think we're okay. We can come out of sneaky sneak. Everybody's still chill. Oh, there was a door over here. Why am I so bad at seeing the doors? Alright, this one's just straight up locked. Alright, I did gain XP for the lockpicking, so that makes it justifiable in my opinion. Okay, so we can go to the arena, which we will. We're gonna go over here just to see what's over here. Oh no, I was mixing up Jack and John. John looks like he wants to tussle. Why does he look like he wants to tussle? I don't have any food for him. Alright, that's just straight up locked. There is a barrel over there. John the Beautiful. Hey pal, I knew you'd find me. I need some specific information. I need general information. Why John the Beautiful? How does it feel? How do you feel? Looking for Terry and Laura Baker? Sure. Oh, the pain. I need an eel sandwich to ease my gastric agony. I don't have that. I'll be back when I do. So he's not going to tell me anything. Okay, we'll talk about the faceless. Come on, the faceless. Hey, pal, listen. Don't be silly, okay? I've seen more hardcore things crawl out of the pipeworks. Alright, Why John the Beautiful? His neutral expression turns into a smile far bigger than his appetite. He sticks at his chest, extends his long arms, then quickly bends them so that his index fingers point straight to his torso. Afterwards, he speaks with a higher-pitched, almost childlike voice. Just look at me. Am I not? 1 picosecond later. Aha, you are speechless. That's what I'm talking about. John still got it. Yeah. Alright, he's entertaining. Alright, so we have to bring him an eel sandwich, which I have a feeling is going to be pointless. And what's his face didn't have an eel sandwich. I need some specific information. That's what I'm saying. Prepare some food and let's get started. Tell me about Aegis Incorporated. You know what? What? Hopper steak. I don't have. Alright. Me hungry. Alright. So either he's going to be useful and I just have to feed him, or he's going to be completely and totally useless and I'm going to get annoyed because I wasted money and time getting him food. Alright, so there are going to be enemies down here? No, okay. They're 100%. I like somehow. Bro. You, 26%. Because you got me I'm crippled. And I'm warmed up. I clicked on the wrong head. Yeah, screw you. Screw you. And the knife you're stabbing me with. John, save me. I really don't appreciate it. You're making me waste all my juju. This dude with the crippling strikes. Jesus. It's one mugger. I'm glad it's just one mugger. Because otherwise, imagine how bad I would be struggling. Jesus. Apologize for the Dragonborn joining this episode. Alright, what do we got here? Train log. That's new. Old freight train log with all the cargoes of several weeks listed. Interesting but useless. I mean, it's not. It's going to give me XP, some money. Increased. That might be better than mine. And he was just wrecking me with a basic. I swear to God. Are we done getting our ass kicked? Because we can go back to the doctor. If we're done. Alright. Real quick, let's look at what we got. Constitution 1, stealth by 23. technically this one is still better because it's galvanic, so it protects from electricity. So I don't know if the one Constitution makes up for, I'm gonna say no, probably. Alright, so I just got my ass kicked by a mugger for like no reason because I wanted to know what was in this barrel, and it's some balls. I kind of feel like I deserve that. Kind of feel like I deserve that. That was like the perfect place for a mugger to be too, and like I kind of felt it, and then it's like as soon as I was saying it, then I got jumped. Zoner. Alright, the zoners have not been a problem. Zoner. I'm not. Oh wait, this is totally a dead dude over here. Who murdered this guy? Well, that's mildly disconcerting. Oh, hi! I missed! I saw him, but I missed. Alright, so we're about to throw down with another mugger. Oh, okay. That's not great. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Oh, balls. I like how I knew he was there and I still got my ass kicked. Alright, so let's try to learn from that absolute failure. We are going to heal. And I'm going to go like right over to him, and we're just going to throw down immediately. Where is he now? There we go. And since he's not only 53%, and I can't do it anyway, can I punch him? That I missed anyway. God damn it. Alright. He missed, which is good for me. I mean, he kind of wants me to be away from him because he wants to use his dart gun. So what if I run right up to his face? I would love to be able to do this, bro. But no, of course I can't. And he healed. Dirty dog. He healed. And then he ran somewhere where I can't see him. Oh. Did he go into this house? Bro, I'm confused. Where did he go? Oh, he's all the way down here. For some reason I didn't realize he was all the way down there. Alright. Well, he dead now. This was lockpicking 35. And it's not red. No. Idiot. Go. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. Alright, well there's a lockpick back. And maybe I'll get lucky and get something that John the Beautiful wants. No, he did not want canned meat. Alright. We're gonna get jumped again. Oh, he had a lot of stuff. Core city plans, some coins, some bolts, some mines. Oh, look at that one. Stealth 33, Constitution 1. Now, I might have to do that one. Utility belt. Hurricane crossbow. Well, of course we're taking all of his stuff. Some more balls. I don't even mind getting attacked by the muggers, to be honest with you, because I'll take the XP. Like, I could see there being another one down over here in the corner. Am I still in stealthy? I am still stealthy. Okay, let's see if we can find them before they find us. Oh, there's a little... Look, there's a... Ooh, is that a... It is an eel sandwich. That's one of the things he said. Sorry, I'm more excited than I probably should be. Alright, this looks like a dangerous place to go. Zoner... This place is so big. What is... Oh. Oh, have we made it to where the faceless are? Maybe? I'm not sure. Alright, zoner, barrel. We're in a bathroom. Or that's a bathroom over there. Some more goodies. Some batteries. Alright. Is there gonna be a mugger behind this wall? Now I think there's muggers everywhere. Thanks, man. I'm trying to be stealthy. You jerk. I don't know why. I 100% expected there to be a mugger in the bathroom. Apologize for sniffling. Can I get over here? No. This like whole area you can't actually get into. Alright. This... I'm gonna drop another save. Listen, I was told to save frequently. So that's what I'm trying to do, because this area looks like things could go downhill real fast when we get over here. And we have a drunk. It says a tunneler. Is that an enemy? Or who are you? Just gangster. Alright, but it's a one gangster. We tried to fight multiple gangsters and things didn't go well. Can we fight one gangster? Or should I just assume that if there's one, there's going to be more than one. I don't think the drunk's gonna do anything, right? So I can come... No, so I didn't have to go in the way that I came in over here. I could have just came in this way. Okay. That's what it looks like, at least. So I guess the question is... how many gangsters are over here? And alright, there's at least 2. Go back. There's at least 2. Alright. That doesn't mean there's not a whole bunch more back here, so we're gonna give this a go, and it's probably not gonna go well because last time it was entirely too many gangsters. So we're gonna go here. We're going to go into combat. We're going to throw a grenade. And then... I fortunately didn't do that much damage to him. But let's do mental breakdown, which will take him... The other guy's not reacting, which is confusing. Alright, it says I'm still fighting, but I'm not entirely sure who I'm fighting at this point. Oh, he came... Hi! Hi. 73%. Yeah, we kind of, sort of, were doing good against the gangsters in the past, and then we weren't. It was going well until it wasn't going well. I mean, they hit hard. How many? Oh, okay, and here's another one. Alright, so there's 3. Oh, there's 4. There's 5. Well, now... Now you see. Apologize for the coughing. Laughing is a bad trigger. Now you see why I dropped that save. Because there is no way I'm gonna win this. So, let's get rid of him. Oh, sugar honey ice, he resisted. Well, that's unfortunate. Yep. Alright. How is he shooting me through the ship? We're gonna run away a little bit. Alright, need to heal or I will die the next round. And we'll just try running away more. I don't know what I'm doing. Clearly. I'm not gonna win this fight, so I don't know. I should just probably let him kill me, but... Alright. Like, I'd love to kill somebody? Which we did. And, we're probably gonna die right here. Just because I don't have a lot of things I can do. Alright, the caltrops are kind of, working for me here for some reason. I don't like the percentages I'm getting, but alright, so we'll throw some more of those. These dudes are probably too far away for me to reach, right? So and then we're just gonna keep backing away, I guess. Look at them all. Oh my god. Still can't throw the grenade. Is there anybody particularly hurt? Not really. That guy has a purple bar under his name. I'm not entirely sure what that means. I wish I actually had some more caltrops at this point. I'm gonna go right here. Why does it say that he can still get me? Why does it say he can... I have no idea. What? What the... wait, he's like a mile away from me. He must have some really high throwing skills. Okay, we're gonna, yeah. We're gonna reload. And we're not ready to fight 5 gangsters. That's what we just learned there. We are not ready to fight 5 gangsters. So, we tried. And yeah, we failed badly, but we tried. Right? Dude, where are you going? Oh, wait, that isn't... Alright, now I'm even more confused. I thought that was... Oh. Okay. Radicinan. Raducinan. It's a weird name. I don't think I'm ever going... Alright, so this is where I was thinking of. Okay. I mean, I could have led them back this way. Maybe. Where are all the people in this area? Like, when there's not people, I start to get suspicious. Alright, gangster. Alright, well, we know we can't handle a bunch of gangsters. We can handle... Bro, lockpick the door. We'll see if we can rob the gangsters. Get a footlocker. With... Okay. It's funny how I've been carrying... I put those in the... a ZC99 worth 500. That'd be cool if I was using a gun. kind of curious now if I did guns, if this would be easier. Am I over encumbered? Crap, I am over encumbered. Oh no. This is not the time to be over encumbered. Well, yeah. I mean, this is only lightly encumbered. Alright, this is kind of balls. Alright, let's try something I've not done before. Just stop right here. So I've been told I can just take something and how much over am I? 2 pounds over something. So what's something heavy? It's only 2. That's 1. I have a lot of these. That's 6. That's 6. So if I took like this one, and I don't even know how to drop something. Right click? No. How do I drop? The problems I have with things, I don't know how to just drop something on the ground. Is that not even possible? I thought that was possible. I mean, if not, I'll just come back over here and I can throw them into that, but I thought I could drop stuff just anywhere. No, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, we're just gonna, for the sake of not walking around like a sloth, we're gonna drop off some things in this foot locker over here. We'll come back, I'll come back later and get them. Just to free up some. Jesus, you gotta walk all the way around the table like that, you couldn't reach over. Alright, so we're gonna just drop off. Bing, bang, boom. This one too. How much does the gun weigh? It only weighs 1. This weighs 3. This weighs nothing. Alright, that should be fine. So we can keep exploring. Alright. Sorry about that. Alright, can we get in here before we get detected? Okay, that looks like somebody that's going to want to fight. They had a name, but I kind of think that they're going to want to fight for some reason. So let's go try to talk to them. But I don't think that's going to go well. Oh, I can talk to them. Okay. But there's the gangster literally right there. An unusually muscular boulder of a woman. Oh, takes a firm stand before you while wielding a massive sledgehammer. She doesn't seem very pleased, and her rock-shattering stare seems equally as potent as her strong arms. Also, the giant hammer in her hands looks like it has connected with quite a number of skulls in the past, further contributing to the whole image. You filthy male pig, you are all bastards, breed, cheaters, selfish good-for-nothings, like that husband of mine, the love of my life, Saint Jippin. Not even trying. We're gonna call her Stank, and he's Jeppin. Saint Jeppin and Stank. Who cheated on me with some Svetlana girl. Oi, bray. Do you want me to take out Svetlana for you? but I ended that affair with a swift blow to his head. You are all the same. Pigs, cheaters, get out of my house. Drop off. Leave her alone. Yes, we will. We will leave her alone. I don't know why this, because I guess because the gangsters are kind of, like, they have to do with how close you get to them. Alright. Guzamir. As you approach the masked man, he proceeds to wipe off some of the dirt from his lenses before taking a look at you. His stained clothes seem a few sizes too big for him. Either he has suddenly lost a lot of weight, or they were perhaps too big for him in the first place. Whatever the case, you stop thinking of it and focus on following his muffled voice. Hello, whoever you are. Welcome to my shack. Ignore the smell if you can, and don't fall off the ledge, Bray. Seen enough of that for today. Bray? Bray. What Bray? What does Bray mean? It can't be translated. No, it can't. On its own, it means nothing. It's just, you know, gives more emotion to what you say, draws more attention to it. He pauses. Example, when you say no, that means an ordinary no, but when you say no, Bray, that means don't even think about it, Bray. Hello means hello. Hello, Bray means they're really happy to see you, brother. You can also use Bray as a standalone word, you dig, but the meaning again depends on the context. Like in, let's see, one person is being stupid and doing something over and over, the other person can just say Bray to draw attention to his stupidity. So that's kind of like how I use bro. You dig any of this? Yes, Bray. Alright, Bray. How's life? Well, not that bad to tell you the truth. Not dominating, but not too bad. We got a, you know, you dig, a small community here, community of foreigners, Bray. Ha, sticking together is the best way to not get dominated around these parts. Hey, I'm telling it like it is. Also, listen, we got a couple of good barrels. For soup, I mean barrel soup. Each of these barrels has its own unique, dominating flavor, Bray. I love soup. So if you want to rent one, let me know. Only listen, Bray, you can't take them away. You can only use them here. You dig, Bray? I recommend the Biocorp oil barrel, the bright red one. It adds a punchy, sour note to everything you put in it. Yeah, man, it's so Bray. Donuts. He drools. Have any of those been approved by Core City Health Organization? If there is one? Yeah. Muffled laugher fills his gas mask. You got a fine sense of humor, Bray, brother. You do. So, where are you people from? West, southwest, actually. It's a long story. There was this war, you know, and some of us had to move away, and it's a long story, Bray. We're here now. He nods. We're here. Alright. So that was interesting. But, still a little confused in general about the gangster standing over there. Because I'm almost positive if I get closer to him, he's going to want to rumble. But I kind of wanted to see if I could get over here, because there was a named person over here. So now I'm a little perplexed. How do I use this ladder? A zoner. Alright, we're going to go back into stealthy mode. Alright, totally didn't see that zoner standing right there somehow. Alright, okay. Sniper and enforcer. Okay. So what is... Are we allowed... Praetorian Sniper. The guard motions you to stop before speaking in a rigid, official tone of voice. Excuse me, sir, but I must advise you stay on this side of the bridge. It's unsafe to go across As you can see, Praetorian security enforcers have been posted here to make sure nothing unwanted gets in the city. I'll think about it. You can't tell me where to go. Thank you for the warning. I'll stay away. Thank you. I'll just be nice. He nods. Have a good day, sir. And dialogue. This guy want to talk? No. I wonder if there's any black crawlers still active. I sure hope the faceless don't come out of that cliff. Alright, and you, sir? Alright, so if are they gonna shoot me if I try? We're not gonna test that out right now. Where does this go? Bruh, I'm so confused. Alright, we've been here. Yeah, this is where the guy's watching the TV. And alright, it's gonna take me a while. It's gonna take me a while. For sure. Alright, I guess we're gonna go drop another save. I know it's been a lot of saves because I want to go this way and I don't know any other way to do it. And I feel like as soon as I go over there, he's gonna attack me, and then everybody's gonna attack me. I guess. Yeah. See, now everybody. Oh my god. Okay. Well. This guy's freezing me and blowing me up. Alright, so we can't go over there. And now we know. And knowing is half the battle. So if we can't get over there from... Like, this goes somewhere. So alright. We haven't been to over there, I'm guessing. Right, we'll go back into stealthy mode because obviously I walked right past where I was supposed to be going. If there's gangsters immediately on the other side of this load zone, then we're gonna be boned right off the bat. So there was a junk pile over there. Sorry. Gotta check that junk. Oh, I got a barrel soup later. Oh, I missed another one. I thought it was just junk. God damn it. Walked all the way back there for nothing. Who sells melee weapons in this joint? Alright. This is the guy I wanted to talk to. Radu, the man starts screaming something as soon as you come near him. Unfortunately, due to him having a single rotten tooth in his mouth, you find it difficult to discern anything of his frantic speech. Anything but one word: bucket. One specific bucket. It seems maybe with a hole or two, you aren't sure. Sadly, that is all you're able to make of his incomprehensible... I wanted to say blubbering, but it's not blustering. Incomprehensible blustering. And we'll never know why that particular bucket means so much to this man. Leave him alone. Well, I'm kind of bummed. Honestly, I would love to find his bucket for him. And pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Return his bucket to him. Ooh, what do we got here? Gonna end up over encumbering myself again. Alright, let's go back stealthy. Because we know there's more gangsters around here somewhere. Where are they? Like they all came... I'm confused. Alright, well there's one. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Alright, so there's one over here and then one down here. So other than to come here to talk to the dude about his bucket, there doesn't appear to be any other reason to do this. Yeah, so for the most part, still just trying to get the lay of the land of this city. It's just, it's a massive city. Can't remember. Have we been up over there? I'm already starting to forget that. I said we wanted to go to the arena, so I think I'm going to try to make my way back to that area, and then we can... Uh-oh. Oh, those owners. Okay. Whew. Alright, but this area looks suspiciously like an area that I encountered a bunch of gangsters before. Have I been here before? Alright, hold on. Oh, wait. Oh, guard. The man raises his hand and signals you to stop. Hey you, this is private property. I suggest you turn around. What's in there? Pain if you don't get lost. Filthy dropper. Fine, goodbye. Can I talk to him anymore? Alright, no. Alright, so what do we got over here? Commoner. That's not scary. Alright, we tried talking to one of these dudes before, and it was not terribly illuminating. Yeah. Alright, well, we have just commoner. Jeez Louise. Alright, I feel like this would be heading back towards where we're supposed to be going. I'm not stealth. Alright, well, we found Gauntlet Runner. We found a new area. Civilians sometimes start actual fights with their favorite gladiators when their favorite gladiators are duking it out. Okay. Maybe put the spear away. I feel like I'm going to end up being the third runner, and I'm not prepared for whatever this is. So we're just going to slowly walk away from that area, and remember that that's there. But if my instinct is correct, this should be leading, yeah, back here. Now we did pick up, I don't remember which one was the one he wanted. I need some special information. Alright, that was Hopper Steak. But this one, oh, that is so awesome. It's very, you just have to come back with the exact specific item. Give him one eel sandwich. I'm gonna munch on this thing like it's a stalactite. Wait, let's try that again. I'm gonna munch on this thing like a stalactite is dangling over my head. What? Anyway, the merchants are gone. Yes, gone. They were here, husband and wife, been to several stores, did some trading, took the UnderRail Express train out of here. Actually, to be more precise, they wanted to take the train at first, but the earthquake messed with their plans. That's what I'm telling you, pal. The trains had stopped because a few sections of the tracks were blocked, so they spent some more time around the city. In the meantime, then the trains became operation again, they left. Okay. You know where they've gone to. Do I, pal? Do I? Come on, you're underestimating me. A little fly told me the train was headed for rail crossing, but whether your friends made it there or not, that is outside my jurisdiction. That's all I got for you, pal. He nods a few times in affirmation, looking at you with his eyebrows raised. Then he changes his focus to the eel sandwich sitting lonely in his hands before biting into it ferociously. Once again, he looks at you and nods in affirmation. Okay. So, they were on their way to a different place, and whether they made it there or not, we might never know. So, thinking about those caltrops and how they were useful to me in that fight that I failed. Oh, that was the dirty rag. And how I may need to invest more into maybe like the poison caltrops. Oh, okay, this guy wants to talk to me. I tried to talk to other ones of you. A man wearing concealing robes comes up to you. His garment seems spotless and well kept and exudes a pleasant smell. Oh, he smells good. Nice. Then he places his hand on his chest, making his long, clean nails visible. After taking a small bow, starts speaking in a pacific, balmy voice. Pacific. So calm. Like pacify. I'm thinking like the ocean, and I'm like, an ocean voice? That's listen, I'm not always the sharpest ball in the tool shed. Chort is evolution traveler. I can see you are busy, so I won't take too much of your time. My brothers and sisters and I are members of Institute of Chort, an institution which studies and celebrates a magnificent being called Chort, as you may have already guessed. His voice reveals more and more excitement as he speaks further. Why is it magnificent, you wonder? Well, it is a primordial creature that has the ability to regenerate itself and adapt to new environments with each regenerative cycle, and can technically tailor itself to survive in any environment, potentially living forever. I know it sounds impossible to you, but it is true. At this very moment, we are trying to utilize that remarkable ability, direct the human evolution to the point where we too can walk the surface and leave this constricting underground world. This is very interesting. To quote our founder, Eden, or I'm just going to say Eden, we can and we must. Okay. I won't take even one more second of your time. If you find what I told you fascinating, which I hope you do, brother, you can seek Minister Percival on the upper level of Core City, just next to the JKK headquarters, and listen to his lecture on Chortism. It explains our ideology in greater detail. Thank you, and Chort guide you. Thank you for the information. I will talk to Percival when I'm able to. I'll have to think about this Percy guy so long. I don't like Colt's goodbye. The thing is, I'm going to be nice. Alright. So we're about to enter the arena. Don't know what we're going to encounter when we get in here. I thought it was going to be a cutscene or something from the way that they reacted. This is another Chort person. It is. Chort is evolution. We're ready for the faceless. The Foundry Guard has nothing on us, alright? Can't go in there. I don't know why I'm facing the wall. That's not exactly what I meant to do. Alright. People online. Do I need to buy a ticket? I don't know what I'm doing. So they have capes. I don't know how I missed that before. Can I go into the office? I can go in the office. What's up, Babar? It's Babar, the elephant. The man separates his stare from the papers on his desk and looks up. Immediately, he points his crooked index finger at you. Listen, man, I've already told you, you son of a never... oh, good day, sir. I apologize for raising my voice, but I thought you were somewhere else. Some stupid codger has been bugging me all day about... Well, never mind. How may I help you? What can you tell me about the arena? Answer is simple. The arena is a place where only the most daring men and women come to meet each other, terrifying vicious beasts. In brutal combat, all matches are fought to the death, and many do not survive even their first one. But if you were able to live and dominate the opposition, then good coin awaits you, and who knows, maybe one day you will become a famous gladiator. Interested in applying, sir? Sounds tempting? Excellent. There is courage within you after all. It points to the door next to him. Take that door, go all the way down, and speak to a man called Lannister. Big guy wearing metal armor. He'll tell you everything you need to know. Will do. Okay, but not right now. Although that appears to be... The arena's not open. So that appears to be the only thing I can do while I'm here. So hopefully this doesn't lock me into anything. I'm just trying to explore. Alright. Challenger, Gladiator. Sounds like some boxing's going on or some fapping, I'm not sure. Alright. There's an injured man in there. Does that mean there's doctors in here? Philibert! People ask me all the time, what are your favorite kinds of injuries to treat? My answer is spinal injuries. They are so interesting to the bone. Okay. There's an injured man on the ground. Philibert, do you know he fell off the table? Ow, quit. Don't do it again. So, ouch, stop poking me. What about Philibert? Philibert Weiser? Alright, it's none of my business. Like, there is a person there, right? Maybe not. It looks like a leg to me. Alright, is this the guy we're supposed to be talking to? Yeah, that's the guy we're supposed to be talking to. Boise? Gladiator, Challenger. Now it kind of sounds like somebody riding a horse. Alright, so there's lots of things here, but I can't steal much of anything. Unfortunately. Arena now, broadcasting schedule. Yeah, Boise wasn't here. Why, hello there. Working with mutilated carcasses, tons of blood, reeks from hell, feels horrible at first, but you get used to it after a while. Alright, so he's like the cleaner up guy. If he wasn't standing there, I could possibly break into some of these places, but he's kind of right in my way. Arena's my life, my necessity. Pipes, barrels, brother, pipes and barrels. Okay. So like if I go into stealth mode, and then I go over here, how long until Boise? Oh, he's fast. Not even close. Alright. Let's... As always, I do not want to stop playing. But... let's wrap this episode up here. I know I've been behind with all the drama that's been going on. And then we got our Christmas tree out of the basement and found out that one of the cats that passed away had been peeing on it before he passed away, and our Christmas tree smells like cat pee. And a partridge in a pear tree. Yeah, it's been a wonderful, like, month or so. With all that being said, this has been the underrated, understated, UnderRail. I am Looking the Mad Titan. I bid you adieu, goodbye, and good night. Especially you, Berlin. Ohio. Oh my God. I messed up because I added something in. I'm such a robot. I'm such a robot. If I change something that I can't remember. My God. Goodbye, good night. Sayonara toya asumi. There we go. Jesus Lord, I forgot to say goodbye and good night in Japanese. Sayonara toya asumi. Passengers, thank you so very much for watching. Please subscribe. Please join us on Discord. Please consider supporting me for as low as $1 a month. Links are in the description. Have a good night. See ya.